something that was big in dancehall in Jamaica. And that was how I saw it, that this music was going to play. And that is when now I crossed with Pt2 and did Bubble Bubble. Right. So girl, you know, you're hot, pam, you're bomb, girl, Bubble Bubble. And then Pt2, well, you know, and she come in and she do her thing, you know. And then now, I did it in such a way with a certain level of intelligence whereby when I did swing bunks now, I had to get Jamaican on the rhythm. And that is when Myrtle and them dropped the song, girls around, girls all over. Now, that was a Trini rhythm with Jamaica now endorsing that Trini rhythm, what Jamaicans never used to do. At the point in time, they would have come to endorse Trinidad, but they was endorsing more soca. Marshall Montano, you know, UFO, Beanie Man, you know, they were more on soca given their vibe. But dancehall rhythms is supposed to come from Jamaica, you know. And this is where that come over now give me the opportunity to box with the Jamaicans now. Right. And it just so happened my song ended up being the biggest song on the rhythm. And at the end of the day, Myrtle and them was the biggest at the point in time. So if you now win in boxing, as I call it, Philan Tyson, and if you knock out Tyson and he draw all the powers, all the wins. And basically with that now, that was where the start of what my vision was. You know what I mean? Which was the techno dancehall. And basically following the cartel and following the Movado, where they going, and boom, the song take off. You know what I mean? And then from there, you know, now was, you know, it was hard because you still could not get the airplay that you wanted because it was new. It was new, but we take the risks. And then now, all of a sudden, you started to see Millionaire Family all over the place. And then we started to do 26 shows a week. And then we were just jamming shows, show after show after show. And money was making, and boom! But you had to trendset it now.
Well, should have run it from the gears and then to run.
Yeah, man, yeah, man. Well, you remember it basically showed the start of something that could have really happened to be on our next level. And to this day now, you know, look how from then to now, you know, more youths get involved in doing the dance or to play on radio. Radio started to believe in it more and more and more over the years. And now you have the Trinidad music now come out. You have the zest music. It's split out the zest, then it's split into bashment. You know what I mean? And now new forms, because now, as I say, you know, once you drop the seed in, then everything will flourish from there. But you also have to get somebody that is a role model and somebody that believes. You know what I mean? So I would say that you know, Orlando Octave and them was like, you know, to me back then they were the youths that, you know, that started a certain wave. And when they started that wave, and we started that wave just ended up getting bigger and bigger. Now it just, you know, it's a tidal now, you know what I mean?
Can we see a Makamillion family reunion at some point in time?
Yeah man, you know, all of us is love still, you know. It's just what going on as you get older, you know, you get more business oriented, you have a family. And you want to do things on a different level now, you know, you have to secure. So it's not that, you know, like I'm not out of the music anymore. It's just now, you know, I reach a next stage in my life now, you know, that final stage where I was 37, 38, and I'm going into my 40s and going into my 50s, you know what I mean? I want to make sure that, you know, I could secure my son. I want to make sure that I could secure, you know, everybody, your family, you know, just secure everything now, you know?
Sorry, where Orlando and Kerry John was, right? Back then, as they say, let Orlando Octave 96.1 decision, right? Where the career is concerned, you take the applause for that, in a sense, like.
I don't take applause for that. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know, as I said that, you know, God gave me a second chance, and He gave me the opportunity to be alive, to carry out His works now. You know, and Orlando Octave, Kerry and Father Moses, all of these different stages in my life, whereby I had to carry out His works, you know what I mean? And His works was maybe helping them to reach where they had to reach, for where they had to go, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I won't take applause for that, you know, that's that's for the industry to do now. But at the same time, I will tell you that, you know, I just doing my job now. I just doing my job that I put on this earth and destined to do. And at the end of the day, that's for nobody to question, you know what I mean?
Because now you put things into perspective, right? Because you mentioned, I did a job, your purpose.
Yeah, you have to know your purpose.
Go get a second chance.
Yeah, they have their purpose. Right?
No, I realize all I'm not taking on a different path.
Yeah, man, because
so
that's his purpose.
If it is he wasn't recognized back then from the millionaire family coming up New Road, you think he'd ever reached to this level where you're on a different road right now?
Well, at the end of the day, as I say, that's God's journey.
Right.
You know what I mean? And yes, no matter what in life, if it have to be, it's going to be. You know what I mean? You can't control what somebody going to be. They could support, they could be there, they could teach what you know, but you can't control, you can't say what a man going to be tomorrow. So I would say, me being there or me not being there, I think that he would still be the star that he is. You understand? And and you know, at the end of the day, you know, he must be putting me there at the point in time just to show them certain things. You know what I mean? Because it could also go the next way, whereby they could have meet somebody that might have robbed them, that might have made things worse, and they could afford. Or they could have meet somebody that might have just sent them to BT or MTV one time. You understand? But this is life, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, what is due for you and what is unwritten, it's unwritten. You know what I mean?
What do Makamillion enjoy more? Recording, promoting, managing?
Boy, I just enjoy seeing youths from 0 to 100 now. You know what I mean? You know, if you already watch my career from promotional days to now, it was always about supporting a youth man to finding his purpose, to see you can make $1 million, you can make 300,000, you can make 30. If you never see what is $1,000, you could see it with the guidance of somebody that done there with the knowledge, and then now they could take it to a whole next level. They could even run further than me. You understand? But that is just my part, you know what I mean, that I give to them to do what they're supposed to do, and they now could be bigger, you know. So at the end of the day, I would say, you know, it's just love now, you know. As I say, my true purpose is love. And if it was partying, if it was singing, if it's me going into politics, it's just me continuing, you know, showing love now, boy. You know, along the way. Because till tomorrow I die, at the end of the day, I can't go with all of this now. But what I could go with is my name. What I could go with is respect now, you know what I mean? And this era that we're living in an era of views now. And you know, I don't want the youth and them to get caught up in the views, because at the end of the day, you know, you have 100,000, you have 200,000, you have 300, you have 500 million, but at the end of the day, people don't respect you, they don't respect you. So at the same time, you know, I here to always be there to show you that yes, you could do the views, you know, but what's the sense then now you're having kids being murdered, they're singing some of the baddest songs, and yes, they're singing songs that the streets want to hear, but at the same time, they can't go in this zone, they can't go in that zone, because they're not respected. And this is where we have to try to bring it back to, at the end of the day, is, you know, mix the views, but also be a role model, you know, and the respect factor is a must now, boy. Or else, at the end of the day, it come like you have nothing. You just have jewelry, you just have gold, you have a name, but you have nothing. You understand?
It's really bad. World real violent right now. With lyrical content is concerned.
The Trinidad, okay, so here what I will tell you, right? I will support music, and at the end of the day, Trinidad, I will watch it as an art. I'm gonna tell you why, right? Because music is an expression, and music is also a vibration. And when you understand music, and you understand the personality of a person, what you have to understand is that you might hear somebody sing a gunman tune, you might hear somebody sing this, you might say, but okay, it might be a negative, but at the same time, what I will also say is that I, being a person that produce music, that do videos, that watch it, I watch the artistry in it now. Music is expressions. And at the end of the day, if you're a human being, one day you'll get down. Then tomorrow, you might get vexed because somebody, then tomorrow, you're happy because somebody got $1,000 in your pocket and who you smiling? You understand? Right. Then now, you have the love inside where you're hugging up your girl and boom, you're loving up in bed and you want to express.
Baka,
you understand?
I'm glad you're on my couch tonight.
Right, talk to me.
Let me go up on a higher frequency. High frequency, right? The chitty bad music damaging the youth.
Okay, so
this is not a debate. I'm going to read it.
Alright, so as I said, and I wanted to watch it from this aspect, right? It's about also being role models.
Right.
So if you want to express music and you want to express expression, your badness is an expression. It's an expression. But when you finish do what you do, that music is just to really filter the feeling of that personality that is in you now. Because if a man get vexed, you wanna fight. I just say it now, boy. So you will listen to a song that expressing that a next man how he expressed it through a musical vibration and together on a rhythm, and it's called a song. And then now that song has a feeling, right? Same way that if you're feeling that you love your woman, boy, you will sing love music. So yes, in a way, but also too, what I will tell you is that we have choice, and man was given choice, and we know what is right from wrong. Your parents are supposed to teach you what is right from wrong. So even if somebody is to play a song and it is an influence, don't get me wrong, it is an influence that touching on our personality within you as a human being, which all human beings have, right? Then at the end of the day, you must also have the moral values and the ethics of what your parents do to know what is right from wrong.
Right. Alright. I understand what you're saying, right? Now, music is a thing that don't need permission to enter your mind.
True.
That's proven fact. And plenty of the youths and them grow up with parents. True. Right? So how it is now, they should deal with a situation where negativity in music is constant that coming to the airwaves.
Okay, so at the end of the day, I will say it's an expression. And from music being an expression, you know, you might say, yes, some people will take it in a negative way, and they will take it upon themselves to do negative things, right? But what you will see also about the people that use that to come out of poverty. Right. Because Sizzla Kalonji and Cartel and Massacre and Idonia, let me be real, they were youths that didn't have. You understand? That was poor.
Right, yeah.
Now they get something that the people want to hear.
Right.
They run with it, but it's successful now. They're driving Benz, they're driving BMW, they're driving Range, they have big houses, they have money, they're supporting their family, they have children. So it was just a means of maybe getting out, and they come out it.
Right.
I just say, right? But at the end of the day, what they have to do, even though these different entities, even in Trinidad, is doing whatever style of music, they must always come back down to being a role model, and a positive role model, to show that yes, we sing music,
right,
but we're not doing it.
Right.
So I will say now that if you're doing it and you're promoting that with a passion, then yes, it is negative.
Right. Now, we are the first floor in the higher frequency building. We're up on the second floor now. I'm an artist.
Right.
Poverty. I had the lyrics, the content,
Right.
to get myself and my family out of poverty.
Right.
You're a producer, I come to you. Baka, I had this way. Alright, run tune for me, Visa way. Yeah, boy, that bad. We go to the studio, boot, headset, whatever the case is.
Yeah.
That is for oneself.
Yeah.
I expressing what
yeah.
I experience.
Yeah.
Right? When I deliver all day, it's affecting tens of thousands of people already.
Sure.
You understand what I'm saying? So, in a sense of why? To take myself out of poverty?
I think where it will go wrong is if the artist itself maintain promoting that this is wrong, and he promoting it to the next level of taking it to that level of making it into becoming wrong. Meaning that at the end of the day, that if the artist is to just sing, and then the artist is to say, put out a disclaimer after, but this is for entertainment, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, we just...
Not in music, in writing.
Yeah, you know, I don't see it as that, you know, youths out there, you know, we singing music at the end of the day, you know, they put out a blog and there, but at the end of the day, positivity is the key, you know, stay positive, you know, but they need to now subdivide the music, not only just into angry but happy, you know, sad. They need to mix the music.
Right.
And then now, not go down that direction of just negativity now, boy.
Right.
Nothing wrong and you want to sing about bad mind and envy and jealousy and hate and thing, because remember, this is all a feeling and
come from.
expression. So, with a youth man now taking that and he expressing it into words, and he expressing it into a song, it becomes, to me, and then put out into a video, it becomes art.
Right. Yeah, that is art.
That's art.
Right. But the lyrical content of kill your mother, your father, your son, your daughter, everything.
Right. So yes, I think that it have limits to it.
Mm-hmm. So you think the limits overboard right now?
Yes, I think the limits is overboard to a point.
If Makamillion was the Prime Minister, should have the people.
Yeah.
And I get opportunity to ban all negative music in Sri Lanka.
Would I do it?
You feel Sri Lanka go to be a better place? Crime wise?
I don't think banning that music will make Trinidad a better place.
You think so?
I don't think so, because at the end of the day, before Trinidad was even playing that music, people was dying. And it had crime.
More chance today. There's daylight killing these days. There's daylight killing.
But you see, you ask a question, right? So what I'm trying to tell you is that they are not also the influence totally on the fact that people are dying. Because at the end of the day, if the political leaders in the country is not allowing the money to disperse down to the floor correctly and being fair to the people, then you'll put the people under oppression. And if you put the people under oppression, music won't make you kill somebody. Music won't make you go and do wrong. Oppression will make you do it.
You're going up the elevator.
No, I'm just saying. So that's why I was saying, Trinidad is the music that come now, just like any other music. But I won't say that have really to do with the crime factor. It can influence more crime, but crime was always there. Right. Crime was always there, and if somebody wanted to do something wrong, they're going to do something wrong. Badness was always there. Right. It always had a youth man in school that was a tomboy or that was a bully, and this is something that's going on centuries.
These are about to kill them.
Yeah, you know. So I would say music is an expression, but it is also up to the individual how they take it and what their reaction to it is. Whereby, if you do something and you kill somebody, you are going to have to answer to the consequence of the law. You are going to go to jail. And when you go to jail, you will realize and you'll have to repent and ask for forgiveness for what you have done because of you not controlling yourself. And then now, how foolish it is for you to listen to a song and make a song control you, for you to go and do 15 and 20 years and lose your whole life.
If Trinidad law had the as I call it, the Rico. Hello. See young Tom get grabbed the other day.
Right.
You see the experience of Bobby Shmurda get grabbed the other day.
Right.
Sure, that music truly bad. It's one of that dry snitching going on. You know that, right? Don't even debate that. You know that, right? All that dry snitching going on.
First thing first, right? Let me reverse the dancehall music.
Right.
Alright? And if you understand what dancehall music is clash. Soca music is a happy music.
Right.
Understand where the music come from first. If you go back to the days of Bounty Killer and Billy Man and thing, the music was built on clashing. It's a clash music. It's war. But it's war towards greatness. To see who is the one person that could fight, that could spit, that could give you all the killing lyrics and killing song, you know, kill a song boy, you understand? You know, and yet still it became a competition, it became monetary, it became, so you had to understand where the music comes from first, to then understand where the music is right now. So Trinidad at the end of the day is also a split off of dancehall music itself,
right,
which came from that culture, the culture of warring. That is why when you have artists like Swanee and the Rebel and the artists and they're doing the thing, at the end of the day, this is youth men on the streets that just, I think I bad and you bad, but we have to see who's the baddest.
Right.
And within showing who's the baddest is where the levels go up the ladder, which means that now the level reached the outside with hip-hop artists and the level keep going where it's supposed to go to become successful, to become an industry. Trinidad and Tobago right now, we don't have an industry. We have youth men that are just destined with a dream to be what we see on BET and what we see on MTV. And at the end of the day, I will say too, let me come back to the leaders of the country. The leaders of the country right now have to also give the youths a chance and give them the support that they deserve and what they need to be where they want to be. Because at the end of the day, if we don't direct them and say that you don't have to always do this baddest music to be successful. You could do good music and be successful too. You could do love music and be successful. But what are you watching? Are you watching the fact that they by themselves should do it on their own? How do you want people to do something that they have no support factor or nobody not teaching them or nobody putting any guidelines or support systems in place whereby to guide them? Jamaica have guidance. Jamaica have digital platforms that is of long time, managers that have managerial companies that set up for artistry. We do have that. So you just have a youth man that lost a mother, that lost a father, that want to come out. He might even have the education or the book sense because he didn't get his support from then, but he have a skill. His skill reach him out there, and then now you want to tell him what to be. How you can tell him what to be? You can't tell him what to be at that point in time. So what I want to do, and what was my dream, is that at the end of the day, and this is one of my dreams, that me coming in and going into politics now and stuff, is to try to reach somebody whereby we could put systems in place. Right. Systems meaning that we have so much talent, but we have no teachers that teaching or schooling managers to manage our ambassadors, managers to manage our DJs, managers to manage the artistry, managers to teach or teachers that teach in school programs about promotion. So that a youth man don't necessarily just have to be a nurse or a doctor or a lawyer. If he decides that he wants to be an event coordinator, there is schooling for that. There is schooling for managers, and these things are very important because at the end of the day, this is what will take your country and take your ambassadors to the next level. Because what you're seeing is that there's a lot of youth men have talent, but they do have the systems in place to guide the talent.
They should bring it in schools now?
They should bring it in schools, and not only that, we should have courses. We should set up courses when coming to the youths. We should set up courses when coming to basically managerial schools to teach youths that want to manage artists and manage our upcoming ambassadors. We should have these things in place, and these things is only going to advance us to the next level, because 10 years from now, it means that we will have 1,000 managers that learn how to manage an artist. And then we'll have 1,000 artists that don't know where to be, that 1,000 people managers could see that he have talent, and if I put my support factor or support system in place to help him, he could reach to this level, he could get the opportunity to meet the different promoters, because this school must set up whereby it's also to bring in 20, 30 different promoters from outside for you to meet them direct, so you have a link. So if there's 100 people in our class, 100 people have a link to this promoter to get the artist onto the table or onto the platform. You understand? And next thing too that I think that that we need to do, which is one of the reasons why us stepping into this the political side, is that whereby I could influence, whereby we could bring in factors to defend the artistry and the ambassadors of Trinidad and Tobago tomorrow.
What was the drive to leading into politics?
Basically, that was one of my major drives. My
well,
major drive.
Full.
Yeah, but my major drive really and truly is also to, as you say, showcasing a proper role model, right. To not having the people thinking that the negative sides or the music that is bad, just going up the ladder, that is a role model that you want to watch. It have different directions that you could go. If you choose you want to sing this type of music, love music, badness music, uptown music, downtown, whatever music, and be the best in what you're doing, right? Be the best in what you're doing. But at the same time, it have other directions that you could take yourself. You could be a political leader, you could be a counselor, you could, so when different youths do different things, then now they have different role models to every different district. And then with that now, you give the youths that are more opportunity to see what they want to be and what direction they would like to go. You understand? And then now, whereby our artists can know, well, I'm an ambassador, and not only just know that our power is not just about just singing alone. You have influence over people. And how powerful it is when you sing it to have thousands and the whole of Trinidad loving you. And then what you could do to make a change for poor people and the people that don't have any ending. Because life is not just about just singing. You understand what I'm saying? So, me being in music, I had negative times, I had positive times, but it made me into what I am today. And I would also say that at the end of the day, in order to move forward, you must understand what it is to be in the back. You must understand what is failure in order to understand what is success. You must understand what is wrong in order to know what is right. So then, who are you to say that we just go positive, 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 positive? Maybe everybody would say just be positive, positive, positive. I just see it in life. Then how you will know what is wrong? How you will know what it is to fall? How you will know what it is to get drive? To become number one? What it is to fight from being an F to then being an A, to then have the feeling of accomplishment. To feel like, I win. Okay, let me give myself a round of applause. You won't know. And this is what life is about. Life is about learning. And you have to learn from the negative sometimes to appreciate the positive. Correct? Correct. So I would say life is a learning, life is a balance, black or white. You take a ball and throw it up in the air, it must come down. All birds that fly high must come down for water. You can't fly high all the time.
Yeah, I watch a movie, as they mentioned that the movie, is that still World Cup? But the man say, not if the pass they fly at altitude.
Yeah. but at the same time, yes, we have to, the youths have to also know that the direction must switch up in all aspects. Right. Be expressive in music, but you do have to act it. Yeah, come back down to Trinidad and Tobago, between music, it's our positivity, our love, and at the end of the day, we looking to make it and show that they come from nothing to something and become a success story, show that they're making money, show that they had a car, a house, a thing. And with that now, every youth man now, destiny, they will say they want to express themselves doing something, maybe badness music, I just say it, but they're singing it to try to reach somewhere positive.
Right. Now, you've been around certain camps in Trinidad.
Yeah.
What could I was it?
Boy, let me tell you something, huh? At the end of the day, everybody have the road to walk. And the only way you will learn life is by making mistakes, or by mixing and knowing, you know, what is for you and what is not for you. You know, I see them as kids that have a dream, and they come together to fulfill a dream. They did well when coming to what they real to.
Right.
They stay real to them, and they make a name for themselves. I don't believe in the warring amongst themselves, because at the end of the day, at the same time, all of us have individual strengths to be the best that we could be. So even if an opportunity was given whereby you have a brand, for example like Millionaires, it was a platform in order for people to see your talent and your skill. And whoever is a leader or whoever not is a leader, bring forth the talent and did what they were supposed to do in bringing forth that person, and then that person was to take it to the next level.
Right.
All right? So, me personally, I am not here to judge or say what is wrong or what is right. Because out of wrong situations, right situations just come out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, you see success in it.
Right.
You also see that, you know, this one that take his thing to a level and he going on his level. You know what I mean? And where he going, it's opening up areas for Trinidad and Tobago whereby he's mixing with hip-hop artists and rap artists and these things. So, and then now, the other sides of all the artists within the group, they also too doing well too. You know what I mean? Not everybody will see eye to eye.
As a big brother, you ever see yourself stepping in
Stepping in?
and be like, yo, let me trash yourself. You know?
Trash
Something
it.
like that, you know?
Well, boy, you remember I overall.
Right.
I overall, not just in dancehall music, but I also too in soca music. You know what I mean? You know, and you know, I have been seeing success stories over all through my life from all different directions of music.
Mm-hmm.
So I won't just say Trinidad is the only music in Trinidad, because at the end of the day, a lot of people will take fame and say, hey, I start Trinidad and I start Zest Music and I start this and I that. To me, you can't say that.
But who's that Trinidad music though?
Hey, listen to what I'm telling you.
Mm.
Trinidad music is their name. They say this is the name Trinidad, right? They say Trinidad. This is the style of music they name it at this point in time, yes. But what are you going to say for the people that sing dancehall music that before Trinidad? What are you going to say for Squeezy Rankin? Where in the weather? You know, what are you going to say for that? That is dancehall back then too. It just wasn't called Trinidad. What you will say about the music that was like, alright, I will tell you this, summertime. When I had, see me not leave until we hours of the morning, come give me a bottle of rum, hey, give me a bottle of rum, oh, that is when Cartel come out with Summertime.
Yeah.
And nobody didn't do no summer song at the point in time, and I say, boy, boom, look at opportunity, because I see Cartel do a summer song and I get Monster, and when summer come I do summer whistle. And boom, summer whistle open up the market, and a summer song was born. What you're going to say after that when Kes come with summer can't done, summer can't done? What are you going to say about that? Guys, that is basically dancehall music that was doing before the Trinidad segment started.
Right.
What you going to say when Kes do to Sanchin and him, which was international dancehall artists?
Right.
You understand? And Beanie Man doing things with Marsha Montano and all these artists doing. So what I'm saying, music is just a transition. And this is the transition now that is going on in now. And Trinidad is now. This is the now music. And now it is a movement of artists,
Right.
which I applaud too. I applaud it, you know. You applaud where the music is going, but at the same time, you must never forget and never respect what is in the back. We have to respect Sparrow. We have to respect Baron. Because all of these people from Kitchen and all of them is a part of music that and an era that developed every single generation after, that took a piece and a piece and a piece and a piece and a piece, and then now you have something called a successful music now to this day. Rashoti and all of these things. And these things split into soca, these things split into calypso. So what you're going to say? I own soca, I own calypso. Understand what I say? Yeah. Because if a man had to say he owns soca, then you have to reverse back to calypso. So then it's a calypso that song like soca. So who is you to say that you own soca?
It's all of that soca artist industry who believes they own soca.
Ah, but nobody owns the music. The music is just transcending. It's just transcending. So what I will do is I will applaud the Trinidad market for branding this new style of music towards our country, Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad. Yeah? And we now subdivide our music that was dancehall, right? And made it our own music in our own style. But the influence came from that music, and dancehall music came from where? From Jamaica. But I hear certain things that, you know, it also came from them listening to certain songs when coming to calypso music. Yeah. I hear that.
Yeah. And then people rap come from Jamaica.
Come on! But everybody is going to say what they want to say.
Right.
You know? And as I said, it have a certain amount of melodies in the market, it have certain amount of keys, it have certain amount of tones. How much more tones you can make? How much more keys you can make? Yes. Let me be real. Yes. So you're trying to tell me all these people here now, they make the C minor, the D minor, the E minor. It is one song, it is one tone, it is a key. It's just you that's dividing the key into, and then you saying that
the aspect is pretty.
You know, so I actually love the movement, the new youths where they're doing the zest, they're doing their thing, you know, and I just want to show you that at the end of the day, one of the major problems right now with that music and our music right now is the fact that we have to get the heads now to start to invest into visas. Knowing to showing the children how to get work permits, they don't know. So the music just basically it have what it takes to go to the world, but it does not have the support factor and the engines in place in order to make the ambassadors go where it go, and that is what Jamaica have over Trinidad. Trinidad now starting to trickle and get in and start to make waves. But once they reach outside, but soca music don't have the system in place over the years. So this music, Trinidad and the zest music, they now building the system to get out. So you see one coming to 2, 3, it now starting. But this is why I'm telling you, if the leaders and the heads was to put things in place whereby the youths of tomorrow have a place to go by to tell you, I could get a work permit that will teach you how to do it, then we will have more stars in Trinidad today. We'll have more ambassadors. And let me show you the next thing. You're trying to tell me we have artists that flying for 30 years and 25 years and 20 years in the market. So why we cannot give them diplomatic passports? Why we can't encourage as an incentive that if you as a youth man stay focused for 10 years with a 10-year span of having hits, then we could applaud you with a diplomatic passport as an ambassador of Trinidad and Tobago. Why we don't have those systems in place? Why we don't have those motivational factors in place whereby we could really push a youth to want to get it, that he will push himself to be better and better to get that, to then get a different level of respect in the market. I just say it, you know what I mean? And these are the factors that I think that I want to bring forth to the table, whereby, because you have the Nessa Preppy that going on there, you have the Patricia, you have Marshall Montano, you have Bungie Garland, you have Fian Lyons, you have all of these artists which raga soca is like a dancehall music, but mixed with soca, the influence. You understand? You understand? So that's what I say. Why Trinidad and Tobago now? What we have to do is we have to start to open up our eyes and try to see how best we could support them into helping our culture and our ambassadors become bigger and bigger and become the stars they want with the support of their country.
Well,
You understand? And I think that with that now, it will give more motivation to the youths, and it will give the youths and them a target point to keep going, because if you'll get a gold star.
it is gold star.
So there's different factors where we could motivate the youths, especially, and I think right now, the ambassadors at Trinidad and Tobago, they're putting in work after work after work after work, they're running, but they're not getting the respect that they deserve. COVID-19 come, and no artists ain't get no money. Or like, we study every aspect of the business, but you study entertainment, and that's your ambassadors. That is your ambassadors. That's the people who are carrying your flag with your culture. Even if it's soca, Trinidad, even if it's just, they're still carrying your culture.
Facts.
And we have to support our culture and put things in place towards our culture. Doctor.
But we can still get in 5 years more, isn't it?
Yeah.
But watch me. I want to well, we're part 2 in this interview.
There.
Well, we're part 2 in this interview. Right? But that's the thing I want to touch on before we step out. Relationship wise, is that a question somebody put up the ask? Are you in a relationship?
Yeah.
Oh, I hear that, eh?
Yeah.
I probably say kind of, yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Yes, in a relationship.
He's a dad.
It's dance.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Right? No, I know you're managing well, Zebi, Nessa Preppy. How things for these artists are there?
Well, Nessa is very successful right now. Nessa, we're together as a management team. I'm part of the management team. There is Colonel Rose, and he's also manager, also two of us, and we take bookings simultaneously. Plus, he has his part that he does when coming to on the artists on the ground. I have my part whereby I will open up different shows, and
Right.
But when we come together, it is all to fulfill the purpose of the artists mobilizing to more success.
Right.
More success meaning bringing in more capital and getting the dreams of the artists to happen. You know what I mean? So it's a collaborative. It's collaborative with coming together to make sure to promote a next successful ambassador now. You know.
Okay.
Zebi is also, part of the management team. I'm part of the management team there, but he come like a brother, he come like a son to me. I grew him up from small since he's 14 years old. See talent, and I support where I could support. But at this point, when coming to work, I have to balance with all sides. So it's not just also managing artists, but it becomes family. It becomes family. It becomes a brother with an sister. Like she's a sister, and it have to gel not only just on a managerial level. You have to have that that want to know why you're pushing with the artist to see the artist's dreams come true, and you just part of that. You're just moving in it, supporting it, and the artist going forward now.
Big up same time,
Big up Nessa, big up Zebi, big up all the artists.
Yeah, big up Nessa, big up Zebi.
Yeah, big up all the artists. There's so much artists over the years, multi-symptom, plenty artists,
To see Zebi and Nessa here one day.
Yeah.
Let's see me, we're talking. What message will Makamillion send to young aspiring artists that come up in the game?
Just keep focused. At the end of the day, don't listen to what people say out there, because at the end of the day, your greatness is your greatness, and nobody can dictate what is your greatness. A lot of these youths didn't know where they're going to be tomorrow. I know they're all over the world. Because why? They believe in themselves. So just believe in yourself, keep pushing, falling is part of it. not having the links is part of it, and learning to get the links and pushing all of that is part of it.
Tell me about
the businesses. The businesses are 90% discipline and 10% talent. People might understand what that means, but what it means is that 10% is just basically maybe your vocal ability. You know, as an artist, your vocal ability to sing, that you could sing 10%. You have some artists could sing 5% out of 10. But what really makes the artist successful is the discipline factor, which is the 90%. For example, you having your TeamViza show, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, is 10% that you could talk, right? But it's 90% discipline for you to come here every week, make it your business to pick up your phone, try to reach an artist when you're hanging up, try to reach an artist, and push until you get an artist here. From getting the artist here, you have to go and buy all these drinks, go out on the road, buy these drinks, sacrifice your money that you maybe work hard for with your job. You understand? Getting your little dollar to put all of this on the table, which is all that part of you working out there at 8 to 4 to get money to invest here. Think about all of that just to make this little dream come true, which is the 90% discipline that you getting up 8 o'clock in the morning to work for your little $500 or $1,000. So how much? $4,000. And then you're gonna take half of that money to come and invest it into a dream.
Do you think that?
Huh?
Do you think that?
Of course you have discipline. At the end of the day, just the fact that
last
you're
year,
since last year you're doing this. So just the fact that you're disciplined enough to come here every week to make people believe in TeamViza, then I want to be here.
Here you are. Here you are.
Yeah, man. Look how professional, you know. Everything's so professional. You know what I mean, and that's why I come to support here, because at the end they're taking what our realm is and what we know and what people know us to be and our popularity and bringing it forth here to showcase you out there with whatever powers that I could do on my mediums and my platforms. Is really to push you, and you know to push me, and we get that message out there.
Yeah, man.
Away from entertainment, what's the most amount of money Makamillion spending on it?
Huh? Boy, I spend a lot of money. In a day?
Yeah.
In Trinidad.
Trinidad.
I think. Swear to God, I spent $100,000 a day.
A day?
Yeah, it's $100,000 a day.
Like clothes, ring.
Nah. Just invested.
No, away from entertainment. Away from entertainment.
Yeah, if I had to say, like, when coming to promotion, I take $100,000 investment once and I put it on flat me.
No, I mean like a regular day. You go on the club, you go to the
jewelry
club,
and
you go to the mall.
I think I spent about $60,000 in a day.
You get the come on.
Yeah. That was me just buying like rings. I think that was in the release, like 21, 22. But you know, I always smart. I always smarter now, eh? Always. COVID teachers to be smarter.
Don't be smarter. Worst thing you ever witnessed in the music industry?
Worst thing?
Ever experienced? Witnessed in the music industry?
I think one of the worst things that I experience in entertainment is the fact that people will judge you now and do believe in you. You know, sometimes I will see women come and, you know, sometimes the women in the industry, you know, it's real hard for them because if they don't give, they don't get. You know what I mean?
I don't know what you mean.
Well, basically sometimes you can hear some of the women say that, you know, they're trying to get themselves into the business, but then no, a man might say, yo, you know, I want to sleep with you, or what, you know, or say that you have to do something for something, you know. So
a lot of females came here and spoke about that.
Yeah. So you know, it have a lot of judging in the business. At the end of the day, you could see a youth man poor, you could see a vagrant in the morning, and you don't know what that vagrant gonna do in the ending for you. It's not right for people to judge people, because at the end of the day, they are all human beings, and at the end of the day, you never know where you're gonna meet them in life.
Right.
For example, I will tell you about a story which I saw in real, whereby a rich man had a BMW and he's driving fast down San Fernando, you know what I mean, and boom, his BMW end up over the bridge into a river, and the river water now was getting higher and higher, and he was gonna die. You know what I mean? He was gonna drown to death. And it just so happened it had a vagrant, which they considered a vagrant, sleeping underneath there, right? And he jumped down for the millionaire and saved the millionaire. So then, you know, who are you to judge? Because you never know where that person gonna be. And you're a millionaire and you could have lost your life, no money can bring you back. But the person at homeless that you thought that have nothing that you would have spit on, or you might have walked past, the person that give you the most cherishable thing in life, save your life, which is life.
Baka, worst zodiac sign you ever dated in your life?
Which one?
The worst zodiac sign you ever dated in your life?
Worst? The worst, man? I don't know, you know, the worst, but to tell you the truth, I never really had no worst experience with a woman, really, you know what I mean?
Sure.
I find woman is woman.
God really give you a second chance.
Yeah, woman is woman, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just everybody have a different personality and a different way of dealing with things.
Now, we shall we go to close off, right?
Right.
We have a segment here we call Drink It or You Clean It.
Right.
Right, so you can give out your glass. This glass right here, this glass right here.
Right.
Camera right next to you. I mean, so we running.
Right.
Question will be shown at you, right?
Right.
You choose both, you have to take a shot.
I choose both.
Well, this is how you take a shot is if you choose one, and you have to give you a reason why you choose this one.
Right.
So tell me you're ready for it. Ready?
Yeah, ready?
Alright. Prince Wani or the Little Rebel?
Swan.
Swan. Why?
I grew up with him.
Okay.
I grew up seeing him grow, you know. So you know, I know him. I don't know Rebel. So you know, if I make a judgment, I'll make a judgment of one no. You know. So it's not personal when it comes to the music. You know what I mean? Because they're two great artists when it comes to the music. That
Facts.
right?
Major or independent?
When I say major and independent, what do you mean? Like
Major record deal or you want to be independent?
independent.
Independent. Why?
Not because at the end of the day, just being in control of yourself and your capital is always good now, you know?
What is podcast or radio?
I would say podcast.
Of course. Why though?
Because it have continuity, you know what I mean? You could click a button at any time and you could see it over and over and over and over.
Yeah, realness
With
in it,
radio,
so.
realness, you know?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Zarima or Kalonji?
As I say, I know Zerma. I know Zerma. I born a grandma from small, 14 years old. I saw his career blossom. I don't know Kalonji like that, you know? So
Zerma.
I know Zerma. So,
Who's Zerma?
yeah, I know Zerma, so that's right, yeah. But
You know Zerma?
yeah, Kalonji is a bad artist.
Right.
Bad. All these artists are saying bad.
Right.
You know, they're extremely talented and I rate them all that. But again, if you know somebody, you just know that person. I don't know Kalonji.
Kelly Beats or KJ Production?
I know Kelly Beats.
I know
Kelly Beats. I know him. KJ Production, I don't know.
So most of these things what I call let's go over the fact that you know them.
Yeah, you know them. At the end of the day,
You might know somebody, but next person more great than the next.
I support all, you know,
Right.
but at the same time, I know that person, you know.
Right. Bungie Garland or Marshall Montana?
Oh Lord. Bungie Garland and Marshall Montana.
Or Marshall Montana. Which one?
Oh.
Yeah. You think I should know this?
Yeah.
If you
Bungie
choose,
Garland
I
and
know.
Marshall Montana. I know the boot. I know the boot, you know.
We prefer
What I prefer, boy?
attacking each one of them,
I would say I prefer. I can't step out of that.
Take a shot there too.
I'm going to take a shot. Take a shot for that. Take a shot for that question, right? Take a shot.
I'm going to say what I'm going to do that for you.
Yeah.
Do that one after you. You want it again?
Right.
Fair Alliance or Destra? That's it. But you drink all that shot. You don't have to do that in the case.
Yeah.
You can't continue.
Let me drink a shot. Drink a shot. Let me go again.
I realize something here.
We have many shots to drink.
96.1 or 96.7?
Let me drink a shot again. Let me drink a shot.
Do you prefer being feared or being loved? So the sweat boy. Yeah, the white talk.
Yeah.
Do you prefer being feared or being loved?
Being loved.
Being loved, why?
Being feared or being loved? If I prefer being feared or being loved?
Right.
Well,
Come on, why talk about?
let me tell you why you have to fear love. You have to fear love because at the end of the day, when everybody loves you, you understand? Then you are most protected because nobody would want to lose you. And if they lose something that is great, and especially great in love, then they lose everything.
Yes, right. You want to hear now? Trinidad or soca?
Now you drink something. You drinking for that. I love the boat.
That's the best said, boy. Red X 47, right? Chinese or JJ?
Chinese. Chinese middle.
What? You got it. Chinese. We got Chinese.
Chinese middle. JJ's love. JJ's love.
Alright. Last question before we close off. Would you, if you wasn't in a relationship, as you mentioned that you are in right now, would you take a proposal from a female? If yes, why? If no, why?
If I would take her from any female?
No. You're in a relationship with a female. And she want to propose to you, but she find you sticking. Would you take a proposal from a female?
Yes. I think I propose to a female.
Why? True? Why?
Yeah, what you mean? She sure she love the man.
Does she love the man?
As if I say yes, or if I say no. Yeah.
But you go say yes if it's a proposal? Now you're
It depends, it depends.
No, that's your girlfriend, only going down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she go down, she is. They say 2 years in a relationship, but they dating. Normal thing. Unexpected, she come to you, she go down, she is. And I say to marry her. Would you say yes?
Boy, let me take a shot.
Take a bit.
You get shots tonight.
Yeah, what's it before I close up with the Great White. Any questions on the floor here? No questions, no questions?
Yeah, on behalf of TeamViza, this is how we just do it, right? You know, we like to give you flowers.
Yeah.
We don't want to say, you know, he was a good boy.
Yeah.
And he did well.
Yeah.
And we didn't say, well, you know, he deserved this. So on behalf of TeamViza TV,
Yeah.
we're giving you flowers now.
Yeah.
You know, we love you, we appreciate you.
Yeah.
And you take time off to make this possible.
Yeah, man.
You know? I love the energy. And the next thing you talk about, you get shot twice.
Yeah.
We didn't hear about the other incident.
Yeah.
How it happened?
Oh, you mean how the whole incident happened?
Yeah.
No, it was just me saving a girl at one of the time. She was downstairs, and when I came home, she told me that she felt a vibe and she wanted me to come because the apartment was an apartment, like a 3-story apartment going down. And she was on the bottom floor and I was on the top floor. So when I came from upstairs going down, on my floor was the first and the second and the third. She just said she feel a vibe, and I just went downstairs, and I just felt that, you know, at the end of the day, she's a woman and I love my mom, and I just didn't feel I wanted to go through the experience that it was going to put me through.
Right.
The person, you know what I mean, which might be a raping experience with a girl in front of me, and I just knew what it was to have a sister and a mother, and I just ended up giving my life at that point in time. I didn't know what I was doing, but I just knew that I didn't want to see them. I just happened to live, you know what I mean? So.
You believe it? That question was there, you know, and I just happened to just slip past it.
Which one?
It's that viral moment with the sister, I believe.
Yeah.
Talk about this viral moment that went the other day. Where I saw your hug your sister, I believe.
Yeah.
And like your hug, she for like 3 minutes, 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Here I go.
Yeah.
Tears flowing. What was the moment?
What went on is, you know, my mom died. I miss my mom. You know, it's years. You know, as every day, I always ask myself, you know, that if, you know, I was to get one more chance, you know, I want to see my mom and hug her and love her now, you know. And, you know, as I said, parties, that was one of my major factors of where my mom and I had, we had a bond now, you know. She supported me in what I love the most, which is events. So when we went to America, which was Nessa Gallery, the event where, you know, the great white Nessa Ep13, we collaborated, we did our first event in New York. The event was a success. The event did maybe about 1,400 people. And, you know, we came from Trinidad in the COVID. You know, it was so much strain after 3 years of the COVID, 2 years of the COVID, and then going into your 3rd year. And, you know, you had to make that leap of faith now.
Right.
And me being young from 9 years old, from 18, 19, with that leap of faith, putting out money into an event that you don't know if it's going to make or not, taking the risk with your mom standing next to you. You know, I had reached back into the position now where I had to make a leap of faith when coming to defending my family, together with COVID, together with crashing the whole entertainment, going with Charlie, sticking with Charlie to try to make your whole family survive. And then now had to reach a point where the whole country shut down. So how are you going to make your family survive? Then making that leap of faith to go to America, not knowing what you're going into. You understand? To then going back to where you had started. You understand? Which is event coordinating, promotion, which is the one thing where me and my mom had that bond. And then now going there without her, being there to trust when coming to deal with money, to trust her whatever. And then now seeing my sister just appear on spot from a distance after I didn't see her for like going into 3 years, you know. I didn't see her, you know, because we were cut off because they couldn't fly in and we couldn't fly out, and then she just appeared, you know what I mean. And at that point in time was the day of the event, just some hours, like 6 hours, and I was just thinking about my mother so much now, about it, you know, that you know how you know, to see this event going on. I was really emotional. Because remember I was just studying, you know, how she was not there with me on this journey, and I had to be a man towards my family and make that sacrifice. And then now, just so I see my sister in the distance, and my sister after seeing her after going into 3 years, I didn't see her, you know what I mean. And when she came, she just surprised me. And in the distance now, she, she blossomed into a woman now, so she looked like my mom from far now. So from far, when she was coming, I could see my mom in the distance, because remember, that's her daughter, and she just blossomed into her. So seeing her coming forward, they come like, you know, at the point in time I was thinking about my mom now, and I was saying my mom, you know, and like I was really emotional in the dance itself, because the dance was a success. I could see it going on be big. Everything was correct, but the one thing that wasn't correct was my mom wasn't there. And then I was talking to her in the chair inside the hallway, and then when I walk out, I see my sister, and I was like, it was all going after that.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah, you know what I mean? When I see my sister, I was like, you know.
Hug your sister, you know, it links you man.
Yeah, I couldn't let go. And then it have a part in the video with my mom and her mom and her sister in a way, you know, and three of them was hugging up and thing. And I was there, you know, to see it, and my mom was on her last month and a half before she died. So she was spending her last bedroom lie down with her mom and her sister. That was that dinner. So when you saw my grandmom kiss my mom, was like they had reached the point where this was the last now. My mom here had now come off, I think, due to the cancer, and she was on that stage of going. My mom, Gail. My mom is Gail Ali Lucas.
Miss your mom?
My mom? Yeah, I miss my mom. My mom is my everything.
Good opportunity to speak to your mom.
What would I tell my mom? I will tell my mom that at the end of the day, you know, I love her. I love her with all my heart, and at the end of the day, you know, thanks for everything that she has done for me, for making me the man that I am today, to be the best that I would be, for teaching me all the moral values and ethics that she made me to that know that is right now, that I could now carry on through my generation, you know what I mean? And I just want to tell her thanks every time for just being one of the best moms ever. Because at the end of the day, I want to be Makamillion, I want to be who I am to this day, whereby I could help somebody or had that care or that love in my heart. You understand? If she didn't teach me that, nobody. So that is basically it. I would just want to just tell her thanks, because without her, I didn't have me now.
Best advice your mom ever gave to someone? Yeah. Best advice your mom ever gave that live with you today?
Best advice? My mom's best advice to me was, you know, basically love now. My mom always talked to me about unconditional love now. You know what I mean? And that, you know, she always talked to me about that. Always that, you know, our true walk on life is really, you know, to always show love now. So I always maintain that, and to this day I'm still successful. Even though doors might look like a closed, doors always open, because I always stay true to her now. Yeah.
Do you ever get tired?
Yeah, man, I just get tired. Like, you know, I be tired right
you
now.
always working this.
Yeah, I get
Go
tired.
to mommy.
Yeah. When you mentioned that you lost your mom because of cancer, you know, it tells me that, you know, your mother stand with you, growing, coming up. She asked her what you want to do, they tell her, and she was in support of whatever. Yeah. You know, there's my son. I'm standing with him. Yeah. Come like my son here now.
Yeah, look how you standing here with your son.
I here with him. I never miss a show.
And what he believe in.
So when you talk about your mom and you lost your mom, my mom there, deceased. Her soul rest in peace. Yeah. I just miss her.
Of course.
Especially when Christmas time, she loved Christmas.
Of course.
So I'm a Christmas girl. And she will give her she last plate of food. Yeah. You know? And she always have a story to tell. Yeah. So we grew up knowing a lot of stories.
Of course.
So what I could say, I like your energy. You know, a father, you know, you just, the sky's the limit.
Yeah, man.
And what I would like you on TeamViza to do, I would like you all to stand.
Yeah, man.
Just stand. Nice. First, give all yourself a round of applause.
Yeah.
Next thing, I want you to do the kind of link business. Hand into hand.
Link.
Nice. And here what's going on now.
Brother.
This one's serious. You see this link?
Yeah.
You know what is linked to burst at all.
Yeah, man.
Now, if you see for some reason, TeamViza, leaning, sliding, you pick up your phone, big man thing, talk to him. Yeah. You know, that is the strength we need, and that is the energy we promoting.
That's what I hear.
If he find something in nice or you ain't looking happy, he could pick up the phone to big brother thing.
Yeah, man. I love that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So my wish for you today and beyond is all what you wish yourself. I hope you get it on many more. May God take you through this journey, be successful, have that energy you always have.
Yeah.
Because we come in inside here and we feel the vibes.
Yeah.
Enough love, brother.
Enough love,
Take
love,
it, show with the Lord in prayer, and we love you.
Yes.
And don't wait for invitation to come back here.
Yeah.
Let's run down the road.
Let's run down the road. Nah, man. That's good, man. You have a good son, and that's why I'm here. I'm here to support something that I know that's going to be great now.
For real.
What advice you would give to those who don't have the parents, the father, the mother figure? You know, some didn't grow up with the mother and the father figure. Some might grow up with the mother alone, some might grow up with the father alone.
Yeah.
What advice you would give them?
At the end of the day, that won't stop greatness now, buddy, you know? At the end of the day, sometimes things that happen in life to bring out the best in you now, buddy. And it is teachers. Some people just fall on the wayside because maybe they might be as strong, but at the same time, that's cool, because in life, you know, you will keep learning and learning and learning, and life have a way where it is only to make you a better person. You know, the more experiences that you get in life will make you better. You know, the more falls that you fall in life will make you better. It'll make you be able to know what it is to rise and how to appreciate the rise. But don't ever feel just because you fall once that that's the end. You know, a lot of people, I see young people take the life 16 years because of just simple things, but they just don't understand life yet. They don't know what is heartbreak, they don't know what is tabanka, and at the end, when you realize what life is, you might get 10 tabanka, you might get 10 heartbreak along the way, but in the ending, you will come to the point where you will meet something or come to a self-actualization to know, you know, what is right for you in the ending. You know what I mean? Which means that, you know, just stay focused. Let life lead, learn from life, and just continue trying to keep positive towards doing a positive thing and being as positive that you could be now, you know. And then from there, you know, you should find your purpose by that time.
Yeah. What I could say, I go my 3 children as a single parent.
Yeah.
It was really tough.
Really tough.
You know. So I went into self-employed, made things to sell.
Yeah.
That helped us a lot.
That best food that you make today.
And they love that I show my children and them. I know they will teach their children the same thing.
Yes.
With generation to generation. So it's nothing wrong growing up with your mother and father in the, you know, as he said before, falling down is not failing.
Yeah, falling down is not failing.
You get up and you go again. You
go
just
again.
be persistent.
Be persistent. And always try to improve your generation. Improve your generation, meaning that at the end of the day, wherever your parents falter, you don't falter. You know, if you have to, if you know your parents wasn't there for you when you have your child, you be there for them. You be the missing link that was missing in your life. And that is what it will teach you. It will just teach you to be a better person towards when you have your children. You know? And yeah, I'm sure you must be there for it.
Yeah, very true, very true. Otherwise.
So you see where it makes you better. Out of a negative, there's a positive, and then your daughter will end up loving you with all. Because of that. Because you have that extra love for her because of something that negative that happened in life. So you see, you have to fall in order to rise.
The 499 times, the 1 time.
Yeah man, yeah man.
Right guys, there we have it. Makamillion.
Yeah man, listen. Yeah man.
Thank you very much. You know what I mean?
I don't see I into my politics, so.
Don't know, say no.
Still on the train, you're the great wife.
There's a part 2.
Yeah man.
Part 3, part 4, part 5. All that update kind of.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying?
And now it's the greatest aspect now, I mean, you know.
The video's full episode. Follow us on Instagram at TeamViza_TV. This update. Follow us on YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube at TeamViza TV. See the full interview with The Great White, Season 5, Episode 3.
Bad. Sorry.